at last.
Henry, something dreadful has happened.
What's the matter?
I have lost your poems.
They were unworthy of you. I will write you some more.
No, thank you. Never any more poems for me. Oh, how could I have been so mad? So rash. So imprudent.
Thank heaven for your madness, your rashness, your imprudence.
Oh, be sensible, Henry. Can't you see what a terrible thing this is for me? Suppose anybody finds these poems. What will they think?
They will think that a man once loved a woman more devotedly than ever man loved woman before. But they will not know what man it was.
What good is that to me if everybody will know what woman it was?
But how will they know?
How will they know? Why, my name is all over them, my silly, unhappy name. Oh, if I had only been christened Mary Jane, or Gladys Muriel, or Beatrice, or Francesca, or Guinevere, or something quite common. But Aurora. Aurora. I'm the only Aurora in London. And everybody knows it. I believe I'm the only Aurora in the world. And it's so horribly easy to rhyme to it. Oh, Henry, why didn't you try to restrain your feelings a little in common consideration for me? Why didn't you write with some little reserve?
Write poems to you with reserve? You ask me that?
Yes, dear, of course it was very nice of you. And I know it was my own fault as much as yours. I ought to have noticed that your verses ought never to have been addressed to a married woman.
Ah, how I wish they had been addressed to an unmarried woman. How I wish they had.
Indeed, you have no right to wish anything of the sort. They are quite unfit for anybody but a married woman. That's just the difficulty. What will my sisters-in-law think of them?
Have you got sisters-in-law?
Yes, of course I have. Do you suppose I am an angel?
I do. Heaven help me, I do, or I did, or...
Listen to me, dear. It's very nice of you to live with me in a dream, and to love me, and so on. But I can't help my husband having disagreeable relatives, can I?
Ah, of course they are your husband's relatives, I forgot that. Forgive me, Aurora.
The fact is, Teddy's got nothing but relatives. He has 8 sisters and 6 half-sisters, and ever so many brothers, but I don't mind his brothers. Now if you only knew the least little thing about the world, Henry, you'd know that in a large family, though the sisters quarrel with one another like mad all the time, yet let one of the brothers marry, and they all turn on their unfortunate sister-in-law and devote the rest of their lives with perfect unanimity to persuading him that his wife is unworthy of him. They can do it to her very face without her knowing it, because there are always a lot of stupid low family jokes that nobody understands but themselves. Half the time you can't tell what they're talking about, it just drives you wild. There ought to be a law against a man's sister ever entering his house after he's married. I'm as certain as that I'm sitting here that Georgina stole those poems out of my workbox.
She will not understand them, I think.
Oh, won't she? She'll understand them only too well. She'll understand more harm than ever was in them, nasty vulgar-minded cat.
Oh, don't think of people in that way. Don't think of her at all. Aurora, do you remember the evening when I sat here at your feet and read you those poems for the first time?
I shouldn't have let you, I see that now. When I think of Georgina sitting there at Teddy's feet and reading them to him for the first time, I feel I shall just go distracted.
Yes, you are right. It will be a profanation.
Oh, I don't care about the profanation. But what will Teddy think? What will he do? You don't seem to think a bit about Teddy.
To me Teddy is nothing, and Georgina less than nothing.
You'll soon find out how much less than nothing she is. If you think a woman can do any harm because she's only a scandal-mongering dowdy ragbag, you're greatly mistaken. Henry, help me. Find a way out of this for me. And I'll bless you as long as you live. Oh, how wretched I am.
And oh, how happy I am.
Don't be selfish.
Yes, I deserve that. I think if I were going to the stake with you, I should still be so happy with you that I could hardly feel your danger more than my own.
Oh, you are a dear darling boy, Henry. But, you're no use. I want somebody to tell me what to do.
Your heart will tell you at the right time. I have thought deeply over this. And I know what we two must do, sooner or later.
No, Henry. I will do nothing improper, nothing dishonorable.
If you did, you would no longer be Aurora. Our course is perfectly simple, perfectly straightforward, perfectly stainless and true. We love one another. I am not ashamed of that. I am ready to go out and proclaim it to all London as simply as I will declare it to your husband when you see, as you soon will see, that this is the only way honorable enough for your feet to tread. Let us go out together to our own house, this evening, without concealment and without shame. Remember, we owe something to your husband. We are his guests here, he is an honorable man, he has been kind to us, he has perhaps loved you as well as his prosaic nature and his sordid commercial environment permitted. We owe it to him in all honor not to let him learn the truth from the lips of a scandalmonger. Let us go to him now quietly, hand in hand. Bid him farewell. And walk out of the house without concealment and subterfuge, freely and honestly, in full honor and self-respect.
And where shall we go to?